Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to yet another video. Today I am going to one of the very popular places here in St. Petersburg, which is known as the Peter and Paul Fortress. I will show you this beautiful place, this historic place, so stay tuned till the end of the video to enjoy this historic place to its entirety. Let's go to the Peter and Paul Fortress. The Peter and Paul Fortress is the original citadel of St. Petersburg, founded by Peter the Great in 1703 and built to Domenico Trezeni's designs from 1706 to 1740 as a star fortress. The first structure to be built in St. Petersburg and thus the birthplace of the city, the Peter and Paul Fortress has never served its intended defensive function. Instead, it has a rich, hugely varied history of being on the offensive side and has also served as a military base, a home of government departments, the burial ground of the Russian imperial family, the site of groundbreaking scientific experiments, and a forbidding jail that held some of Russia's most prominent political prisoners. The weather today is very pleasant. As you can see, it's sunny and with clear blue sky. Last night it rained a bit, so it's even colder, but definitely enjoyable and pleasant. Right now I will take the metro from Chornaya Rechka metro station and go towards Gorkovskaya, which is the nearest metro station to the Peter and Paul Fortress. So come along with me on this metro journey and let's reach the fortress. In almost every metro station in Russia, you will find that the metro rails are pretty deep and therefore there are escalators that you have to take to reach down to the platforms. Now, if you are busy or in a hurry, you can definitely take the left hand side lane and run down the escalators quickly instead of standing. This particular metro station is known as Chornaya Rechka or the Black Stream, which was opened on 4th of November in 1982. This station is named in the honor of the place of the last duel of Russian poet Alexander Pushkin. So there I am out of the metro station, Gorkovskaya metro station, and now I'm walking through this beautiful garden towards the Peter and Paul Fortress. So come with me and very soon we will be at the Peter and Paul Fortress. It's not very far away from here. So let's go and explore this historic monument. The Peter and Paul Fortress is open 6 days of the week with the exception of Wednesday. So on Wednesday the fort is closed, otherwise every other day you can visit the Peter and Paul Fortress from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. During summer, it is a major attraction for tourists to take a boat ride along the Neva River, and you can see here there are so many boats standing and attracting tourists because everybody loves to take a ride along the Neva River and see the beautiful city of St. Petersburg on waters. Since in the winter the Neva River completely freezes, this is the time for locals as well as tourists to enjoy the beauty of Neva River. You can see so many people just enjoying the river, spending some quality time sitting on the banks of the river or taking a boat ride and fishing. The Peter and Paul fortress was opened for public in 1740, and inside this huge fortress you would find many different museums, different attractions, cathedrals, burial grounds, and a lot of other beautiful monuments as well. So this historic monument was built in 1703 to prevent them from the naval attacks in the War of Sweden, and since then this has been an iconic symbol of this great city of St. Petersburg, and therefore sometimes this fortress is also called St. Petersburg, apart from Peter and Paul fortress. So definitely this has lots of stories associated with it. In this particular area so many historic things happened. Definitely it was witness to both the world wars as well, so you can understand the incidents and the historic events that the walls of this fortress has witnessed. Inside the Peter and Paul fortress there was also a space museum where you could find different ancient rocket ships, rocket engines and parts of satellites kept and preserved for the public. Since I am a space enthusiast, it was definitely very fascinating for me to take a look at all these historic space artifacts. This huge area would take you a lot of time to explore to its entirety, and therefore I would advise you all to have a lot of time when you visit the Peter and Paul fortress. One of the major attractions of the Peter and Paul fortress is definitely the Peter and Paul Cathedral, which is the golden colored building with a huge and long spire. And luckily on this particular day there was also a very special program going on inside the Peter and Paul fortress, so I was very lucky to witness.
Обязательным атрибутом костюма является платок. На моделях представлен праздничный вариант платка, который можно определить по широким пришитым полоскам по бокам друг на друга. Края обшиты кисточками. Неотъемлемой частью традиционного костюма ханты являются ложные косы, обвитые цветными шнурками в виде жгутов, соединенных перемычкой, и украшенных по длине различными металлическими подвесками, которые также имели защитную функцию. Звон металла защищает от злых духов.
By the way, if you just want to roam around in the Peter and Paul Fortress compound, it's completely free. There's no ticket included. However, if you want to go inside the museums, you will need to purchase a ticket. So if you are not really interested into museums but just want to explore the compound and the architectures, you are free to do that. So apparently you can also get to experience the entire cityscape of St. Petersburg from air on a helicopter, on a chopper. That service is also provided from here, and this is the place where the helicopter takes off. I'm not going on that one today, but I can show you the chopper. Take a look. So I just figured out the rates of the helicopter trip. It's 5,000 rubles for 15-minute flight. It's really expensive, but I'm sure that the views that you will get from up above would be absolutely mesmerizing and something that you will remember forever. So I think the 5,000 rubles might be worth it, but for me, I won't be experiencing it today, but some other day for sure. Now let's explore the other side of the Peter and Paul Fortress. Here you will find more things related to the naval force of Russia. The flag that you can see, the red one up above, is the Admiral or the Navy flag of Russian Federation. This particular area is called the Neva Panorama 360 view, because if you climb up on this particular structure, you would be getting a mesmerizing and fascinating view of the Neva River and the city of St. Petersburg on the banks of the Neva River on a 360 panoramic scale. This particular attraction has a ticket included, which is 350 rubles for adults, and I think it is a bit less for children. The Neva is a river in northwestern Russia, flowing from Lake Ladoga through the western part of Leningrad Oblast to the Neva Bay of the Gulf of Finland. Despite its modest length of 74 kilometers, it is the fourth largest river in Europe in terms of average discharge. For centuries, it was of great strategic importance for transport, and so the interests of the Russian, Swedes, Finns and Balts clashed on its banks. From the 8th to 13th centuries, the Neva was part of the trade route from Scandinavia to Byzantium, the road from the Varangians to the Greeks. In 1240, the Novgorod militia led by Prince Alexander Yaroslavich defeated the invading Swedish army on the banks of the Neva. So as you can tell, the entire fortress area is really huge. It's vast actually, with so many different attractions, different activities going on, and there are a lot of museums here as well, but each of those museums have a ticket price. So today I am not going to enter into those museums because I haven't got my student card yet, because once I get my student card I will get at least a heavy discount, or some of the activities might even be free for a student. So since I'm here for many more days, let's wait for me to get the student card, and once I have the student card, then I will come here again and visit all of those attractions and museums for free maybe, or maybe for a large discount. The Peter and Paul Fortress compound is in itself a very appropriate place for you to relax and rejuvenate. You would find several parks, gardens, benches for you to sit and relax, and also some amazing ice cream and coffee stalls from where you can grab some refreshments. So that is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed this little tour of the Peter and Paul Fortress. I know I didn't cover the museums and the other attractions, but definitely those will come out in a later video when I have my student card. So that's all for this video. Do let me know how you feel about the Peter and Paul Fortress here in St. Petersburg, Russia, and do consider subscribing to my channel because I will be back really very soon with a new video here in the beautiful city of St. Petersburg, Russia. Until then, stay happy and stay healthy, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and very soon I will be back with a very exciting video from the compounds of ITMO University. So stay tuned for this amazing vlog.